Is Vietnam your next home? Hello everyone and welcome. It's so wonderful to connect with you today. Have you ever dreamed of starting a new life in a different country? A place full of color, amazing food, and warm smiles? Today, we are going to talk about a very special country, Vietnam. Many people from all over the world are thinking about moving there. They hear stories about beautiful beaches, busy cities, life that costs less money. It sounds like a dream, doesn't it? In this video, we will explore this dream together. We will look at the good things and the not so good things. This journey is all about discovery. We will uncover the real story behind moving to this Southeast Asian nation. I want to give you a clear picture like painting with words. We will talk about exciting parts like delicious street food and the friendly people you will meet. We will also cover harder parts like learning a new language and dealing with paperwork. My goal is honest, simple information. Think of this as a chat with a friend who has been there. Before we dive in, let's think about what it means to move to a new country. It's a big adventure, full of new experiences. A chance to learn about yourself and see the world differently. Moving to Vietnam is exactly that, an exciting adventure. We'll look at why so many people, from young teachers to retired couples, choose Vietnam. We'll hear happy moments and the difficult ones. This will help you make a smart choice. So, get comfortable, and let's start our journey to Vietnam. I promise to make this easy and fun. We'll break everything into small, simple pieces. Think of this as your friendly guide. We'll walk through the cities, taste the food, and meet the people. By the end, you'll know if packing your bags for Vietnam is right for you. We'll cover cost of living, culture, community, and common problems people face. Are you ready to explore the truth about moving to Vietnam? Let's go. So, what is the big secret? Why is Vietnam becoming such a popular place for people to move to? The answer is not just one thing, but many wonderful things all mixed together. First, many people are attracted by the low cost of living. You can live a very good life in Vietnam for much less money than in countries like the United States, Australia, or the United Kingdom. This means your money goes further, you can enjoy more of what life has to offer, eat out more often, travel around the country, save money for the future. This financial freedom is a huge reason people feel happy and relaxed here. Another big reason is the incredible culture and history. You can see this history everywhere. Old temples in Hanoi, ancient town of Hoi An, a beautiful mix of old traditions and new ideas, respect for elders and strong family values. The cities are full of new energy, modern coffee shops, art galleries, busy markets. Let's not forget the natural beauty of the country. Green rice fields stretching to the mountains, white sandy beaches with clear blue water, limestone islands of Ha Long Bay, sandy dunes of Mui Ne. There is so much to see. Opportunities for travel and exploration, hiking, kayaking, finding a quiet spot to enjoy the view. It's like living in a postcard. Finally, the people of Vietnam are known for being very friendly and welcoming. People greet you with a warm smile. They are curious and happy to help if you are lost. This kindness helps you feel safe and at home. Many expats say friendly locals are one of the best parts of living in Vietnam. One of the biggest topics people ask about is money. How much does it cost to live in Vietnam? The good news is that it is very affordable. Let's look at an example. Ho Chi Minh City, Hanoi. You can rent a nice modern apartment for about $400 to $600 a month. In my home country, an apartment like that could cost 4 or 5 times more. This is a huge saving. Da Nang, Nha Trang. The rent can be even lower. This is a major reason why people feel they can have a better quality of life in Vietnam. Food is another area where you can save a lot of money. Eating out in Vietnam is very cheap and delicious. A wonderful bowl of pho from a street vendor, $1, $2. A full meal at a simple local restaurant might cost you around $3 to $5. My friend John in Hanoi eats out almost every day. He spends less on food in a whole week than he used to spend on one dinner back in Canada. Getting around the city is also very inexpensive. Many people use ride-sharing apps like Grab. A short motorbike taxi trip might only cost you $1. This makes it easy to explore neighborhoods and go out with friends. Some people buy their own motorbike. The common way to travel. A single person can live comfortably for about $800 to $1,200 a month. A couple might spend around $1,500 to $2,000. Going to cafes, traveling on the weekends, enjoying life. For so many people, this is a dream come true. It allows them to work less, pursue a hobby, simply enjoy a more relaxed lifestyle. Living in Vietnam is like a party for your senses, especially your taste buds. The food here is more than just something to eat. It is a central part of the culture. Every region has its own special dishes. In the north, you have the famous pho, a noodle soup that is simple yet so flavorful. As you travel south, the food becomes a little sweeter. In central Vietnam, the dishes can be spicy and full of different herbs. One of my favorite things is the street food. You can sit on a small plastic stool on the sidewalk and eat the most amazing food you have ever tasted. It is fresh, fast, and incredibly delicious. The culture of food is all about sharing and community. People love to eat together, whether it is with family, with friends, or with coworkers. Another popular part of the food culture is the coffee. Vietnamese coffee is strong and often served with sweet condensed milk. The cafes are everywhere, and they are beautiful places to relax, work, or meet friends. It is a daily ritual for many people to sit and enjoy a coffee. Beyond the food, the culture of Vietnam is deep and fascinating. There are many festivals throughout the year that celebrate everything from the New Year to the harvest. The Lunar New Year, called Tet, is the most important holiday. During Tet, families travel across the country to be together. The streets are decorated with flowers and lights, and there is a feeling of joy everywhere. Witnessing these traditions is a special experience. When you move to a new country, feeling lonely is a common worry. But in Vietnam, it is very easy to find friends and feel like you belong. Large, friendly expat communities exist in all the major cities. These are people who moved from other countries to live and work in Vietnam. They come from all over the world, creating a wonderful mix of cultures. England, America, Australia, France, South Korea, many other places. So, how do you meet these people? It's easier than you think. Many groups on social media like Facebook, expats groups, Hanoi, expats groups, Ho Chi Minh City, expats groups, Da Nang. In these groups, people share advice, ask questions, organize events. Groups for hobbies: hiking, playing board games, practicing yoga. Many expats work as English teachers. This creates a natural community. Teachers often work at the same schools or nearby, so they get to know each other quickly. But you don't have to be a teacher to find friends. People who work online, small business owners, retirees. You will find people with similar interests. Communities organize parties, dinners, weekend trips. This creates a strong support system. Now that we have talked about all the wonderful things, it is important to be honest about the challenges. Moving to Vietnam is an amazing adventure, but it is not always easy. One of the first things you will notice is the traffic. In big cities like Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City, the streets are filled with thousands of motorbikes. It can seem chaotic and a little scary at first. Learning to cross the street is like learning a new dance. Another challenge can be the cultural differences. While the people are very friendly, some customs and ways of thinking can be very different from what you are used to. For example, the concept of time can be more relaxed. An appointment at 2 o'clock in the afternoon might mean 2:15 or even 2:30. Also, communication can be less direct. People might not say no directly because they don't want to be impolite. Instead, they might say maybe or I will try. Learning to understand these small but important differences takes time and patience. Healthcare is another important topic to consider. The quality of healthcare in Vietnam is improving, but it may not be at the same level as in your home country, especially in smaller towns. Many expats choose to go to a nearby country like Thailand or Singapore for serious medical issues. Being prepared for this and having a plan for your health is a must. Finally, things like pollution and noise can be a challenge for some people. These are practical problems that you learn to manage. While these challenges are real, most expats find that the good things about living in Vietnam far outweigh the bad. It is all about being aware and prepared. One of the biggest hurdles you will face in Vietnam is the language. The Vietnamese language, or Tiếng Việt, is very different from English. It is a tonal language, meaning a word's meaning can change depending on tone. For example, the word ma can mean ghost mother, but rice seedling, horse, all based on the tone. This is hard for English speakers. Getting the tones right takes practice and a good ear. Many expats do not become fluent, but learning basic words and phrases is important. Xin chào, hello, cam on, thank you, bao nhiêu tiền, how much, will make daily life easier. People appreciate the effort. Trying their language shows respect. It can turn shopping into a friendly interaction. A smile and a few words go a long way. In big cities and tourist areas, many speak some English, especially younger people and hotel or restaurant staff, so you can often get by without much Vietnamese. Use translation apps on your phone when stuck. Show an address to a taxi driver or explain a purchase in a shop. In smaller towns and rural areas, very few speak English. Should that stop you? Absolutely not. It's a challenge you can manage. Many expats live well with basic Vietnamese. Let's talk about something that is not very exciting, but is very, very important. Paperwork. To live in Vietnam legally, you need the right visa. The rules for visas can be confusing and they can change often. This can be one of the most stressful parts of moving to Vietnam. It is very important to do your research and make sure you have the correct information. The most common way for expats to stay long-term is with a business visa or a work permit. Usually requires a job with a company in Vietnam. Getting a work permit involves a lot of documents. Your employer will usually help you with this process. You will need to provide your university degree, a police background check from your home country, a health check. All of these documents need to be legalized, which means they have to be officially stamped by several different government offices. This process can take a long time and can be frustrating. You have to be very organized and patient. It is a good idea to start gathering these documents even before you move. For people who don't have a job with a company like retirees or digital nomads who work online, the visa situation can be more complicated. In the past, many people used to stay on tourist visas and do visa runs. They would leave the country every 1 month or every 3 months and then come back with a new visa. However, the rules around this are becoming stricter. The government wants people who live and work in Vietnam to have the proper long-term visas. This is something to think about carefully if you plan to work for yourself. The best advice I can give you is to get help from a professional. There are visa agents and lawyers in Vietnam who specialize in helping expats with their paperwork. They know all the current rules and can guide you through the process. Yes, it will cost some money, but it can save you a lot of time and stress. They can tell you exactly which documents you need and help you fill out all the forms correctly. Dealing with bureaucracy is a challenge in many countries, and Vietnam is no exception. Being prepared and getting expert advice is the smartest way to handle it. Be positive and patient with yourself and others. Treat it like a fun game. Learn one new word every day. Laugh at your mistakes. The more you try, the easier it becomes. And the reward of connecting with local people in their own language is truly wonderful. So, we have traveled through Vietnam together, looking at the bright, sunny sides and the cloudy, challenging parts. We've talked about the wonderfully low cost of living that can give you so much freedom. We've imagined tasting the delicious street food, becoming part of the warm and welcoming culture. We've seen how easy it is to find a community of friends who become like family. These are the powerful reasons that pull people from all over the world to this beautiful country. The dream of a more relaxed life, an affordable life, and adventurous life is very real in Vietnam. But we have also been honest about the difficulties. The language is tough. It can feel like a big wall between you and the local people. Confusing visa rules, piles of paperwork that require patience and organization, challenges like traffic, pollution, a healthcare system that might be different from what you are used to. These are the real-world problems you will have to manage. It is important to look at these challenges with open eyes. Ultimately, the decision is a very personal one. It depends on you. What are you looking for in a new home? Are you an adventurous person excited by new experiences? Are you patient and open-minded? If you want a life that's perfectly easy and predictable, Vietnam might not be right for you. If you want a life that's rich, vibrant, and full of opportunities for growth and discovery, Vietnam could be an incredible choice. I hope this journey has given you a clear and honest picture. Vietnam is a country of contrasts, ancient traditions, modern energy, chaotic cities, peaceful countrysides. For the thousands of expats who call it home, the rewards far outweigh the challenges. They have found a quality of life they could only dream of back home. If this excites you and makes your heart beat a little faster, maybe it's time to explore more. Thanks for joining me on this wonderful trip. Please like this video and share it with your friends. Let's spread the word. Vietnam awaits those ready for adventure, growth, and a new chapter in life. The choice is yours. Are you ready to make Vietnam your new home? Don't forget to subscribe for more travel and expat living guides. Until next time, keep exploring, keep dreaming, and remember, the world is full of possibilities waiting for those brave enough to pursue them. Vietnam might just be your next great adventure.